It has been teased, and now it is time to begin. Welcome to the introduction episode of the Cincinnati Bengals franchise. We are going to turn pre-existing injuries off. We are going to make that every 4 weeks for CPU upgrades. We are going to put it on 10-minute quarters. We are going to leave full control, take off those tutorials, take off that fill roster. And we are set. All-pro simulation. I will be messing with some sliders possibly throughout this series. We're going to start in the preseason, and we are trying to keep Marvin Lewis's job. I think we should be able to do so. All we've got to do is win a playoff game. I am looking at the roster right now, and I am moving Quentin Flowers to quarterback. The man is not playing halfback on this team. Not with 86 speed. We are going to use that at QB if we ever get to. Okay, peaking. He's a 62 at quarterback. That's not very good, but you know what? I want to someday give him a chance. Maybe in next year's preseason, because I'm not doing the preseason in year one. We're going to decide our schemes. Spread looks pretty good. I like the scrambler aspect. It doesn't fit very good for us right now, and I'm not a huge possession receiver person. Run and shoot doesn't really fit me. West Coast zone run would be okay. But as far as what I want to run, it's probably going to end up it's definitely going to be a zone run because I definitely want elusive. Ooh, vertical zone run. Deep threat. We use John Ross. Vertical threat. We do have Tyler Croft in here. Okay, we're going to use that, and then 4-3 base. We got to use that. All right, so roster moves. What are we going to do right off the bat in this franchise? Some of you may not like it, but we're going to do it anyways. We are going to see what teams would want to trade for. We're not getting rid of people with contracts on the team or anything. I'm not being ridiculous about it. But let's get real. The Bengals have a lot of age on the roster right now. And we need to get them a little bit more youthful. AJ Green's running out of time. He's got 2 years left. I will say we will not get rid of AJ Green. We will not trade AJ Green. We may not offer him a contract after next season, but we will not trade him. Now, Croft has 1 year left. A lot of these tight ends have 1 year left. Not a lot of them have a long-term deal here. And Eifert is not somebody I'm going to spend money on. He's way too injury-prone. So we're going to see if any offers come through from the CPU. Billy Price is a nice lineman to build around, but he is like the only one that they have. Dunlap's coming to an end of a very long contract, and he's about to be 30. We're going to see if anybody would like to take him off our hands. Now, Geno Atkins is a guy I'm going to keep. He's a 92 overall. He's a big-time player for the defense, and I don't want to get rid of him right now. But we are putting some feelers out on some of these smaller guys. Perfect. We're keeping him. We're keeping Jackson. Denard, I'm going to see if anybody wants him. He's got 1 year left, and I'm not paying him at the end of the season. All right. Now, we moved ahead 1 week there, and we won our first preseason game, but this is really what we're looking for, these trade offers. So for Tyler Eifert, I don't like that offer from the Bears. Bills offer's looking decent, a 2 and a 7. Houston's willing to give me a 75 middle linebacker along with a 4 and a 6. There's a 2 and a 6 from the Vikings. It's looking enticing. 3 and 2 sevens. Got a 2 and a 6 from the a first round pick from the Packers. I mean, it's hard in today's NFL to not take a first round pick when it's offered to you. So we're gonna take that gamble, and we're gonna take that first rounder from Green Bay for Tyler Eifert. Let them have a tight end who's injury prone. Now Darqueze Dennard, let's see. Lions are looking pretty hungry for him. A 2 this year and a 5 next year. I will take that for Dennard. Or Dennard, however you want to say it. And then Dunlap, another guy that we will definitely not re-sign at the end of the year. Dunlap, there's not as many good offers for him, but look, I see a 2 and a 6 there. See a 2 and a 5 from Carolina, and they're both this season, so we're going to take that. So we just got 2 second rounders for this season. A 5th rounder for this season, a 5th rounder for next season, and a 1st rounder for next season. And we are 1-1 in the preseason. Now we're 1-2 in the preseason. And we lose Gio Bernard for 3 weeks. That's terrible. Now we got to go through cuts. I do not want to cut Quentin Flowers. I'm putting him on practice squad. If I'm cutting anybody, it's Matt Barkley. Matt Barkley's the quarterback I'm going to cut. He's the guy I do not want to use. So we've got a scheme fit in Woodside, we got Driscoll, and then we've got Quentin Flowers in the practice squad. Sorry, Trey Carson, you're just not good enough. Brian Hill, we'll practice squad him, and we'll keep the rest. We're going to cut Ryan Hewitt and keep Carter. Erickson, you really don't have a spot in this team. Everyone else is fine. We'll keep them. Tight ends. Bo Ringer, I'm sorry, dude. I know you're a scheme fit and all, but too many tight ends on the squad. Harris, we don't need you. We don't need a long snapper that badly. And then Shrek. I'm sorry to cut you, but you can go hang out with Donkey for a while. Justin Murray, we're going to have to cut him. All right, we got 2 in every spot. There's 3 there. He's a scheme fit and a rookie. I don't really want to cut him. Redmond will be the guy I get rid of here. And then we'll get him on the practice squad. We got Hubbard. We got that's plenty right there. At defensive tackle, Tupu, we're going to have to cut out or put him on the practice squad. That'll work better. I don't really want to get rid of the rest of those guys. Nickerson, he's probably going to have to go to the practice squad. I don't want to lose any of those guys off my active roster. McCray, we're going to lose him. Bye. Darius Phillips, I don't want to lose. I'd rather lose CJ Goodwin. We are injecting the youth into this squad. Shaw, you're 26. Bye. Strong safety. I mean, you're only... we'll put you on the practice squad, I guess. Okay, we got our kicker. We got our punter. And apparently the 13th overall projected pick, Joe Mixon, goes up a little bit, which is good. We're going to use him because Gio Bernard is out. 2 more weeks. All right, depth chart. What is the team going to look like? We got Dalton starting. We got Mixon starting. Ethan Carter at fullback. We got A.J. Green with John Ross. Tyler Boyd as the slot man. Demir Bird as another burner. We got Tyler Croft and Auden Tate at tight end. That's right, we moved Auden Tate to tight end. We are going to use Cordy Glenn out at left tackle, Clint Bowling at left guard, Billy Price at center, Trey Hopkins at right guard, and then Jake Fisher at right tackle. So at least we have all 70s. It's going to be a rough offensive line, though. We got Carl Lawson, and they got him at left end. We're going to use Jordan Willis at right end, and then Michael Johnson as well will get in there. We're going to try and get Sam Hubbard some time as well, probably, in this series. See what he can do. Moving some stuff around. Got to get Hubbard his opportunities. At defensive tackle, we're going to use Glasgow, but only because he's a perfect scheme fit. We got Nick Vigil in there as a perfect scheme fit. That's all right, I guess. Our linebacking core is not the best. Corners are still okay enough. We got two decent ones for CB1 and CB2. Sean Williams, the perfect scheme fit. We got our kicker. We got our punter. Who's going to be returning kicks? Duh. Let's find out. I mean, Demir Bird is up there in speed, so I'd like to use him in some areas, but John Ross is also a burner, so I'd love to use him in some special team situations as well. Long snapper, we got what we got. Yeah, we're definitely going to throw John Ross in there because they did not have him in there, and I don't know why. Definitely a guy I want to use his speed everywhere I could possibly use it because it's about the only advantage that our Bengals are going to have is that speed right there. So we're going to have to use that between him and Demir Bird. Mixon's the third down back. He's the power back. He's everything we have right now. In the slot, Tyler Boyd. We got our rushing ends are pretty much the same as the starting ends. It can't be much different than that. Slot corner, Jesse Bates is our slot corner for the time being. He's pretty much the best option that we have at the moment. So we will use him there. So that is what the team is looking like right now. We are going into battle at the Indianapolis Colts for game number 1 of the season. How do you think it's going to go? What do you think of this Bengals team, the moves that were made so far to open up the franchise? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the very next episode. Bye-bye.